Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lara Ulrich, and I am the Executive Board Vice President. Please remove your hats and caps, and everyone please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Afterwards, please remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. You may now replace your hats and please be seated. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, class of 2018, faculty, staff, administration, Board of Education, and KHS community. I'd like to start by saying what an honor it is to be before you as the Student Council Executive Board President one last time. I've had the pleasure of witnessing a number of past KHS graduations, and I've always admired the students who have given speeches, hoping that one day it would be me. Thank you to the administration for giving me this opportunity to speak one last time. I know you all loved hearing my voice on the loudspeaker every afternoon. Rather than provide you with unsolicited post-graduation advice, I will instead talk about my fellow classmates and I have learned our time here at KHS and the notable highlights of our past 4 years. We learned not to dare play on this field without permission or risk facing the wrath of one particular sports-loving administrator due to the fact that we are the only school within the tri-state area without turf. We learned that with the right persuasion, the school would finally schedule a senior trip for a day other than post-prom senior skip day. We learned that eating queso before football games would help the team win. But most importantly, we learned the importance of community. I speak on behalf of my peers in saying that we would not be half the students we are today without such a supportive, motivating, and caring community. My 12 years in the Kinnelon school system have allowed me to work under teachers who turned into mentors and learn alongside classmates who turned into lifelong friends. Still, I am left wondering whether or not Mr. Suda ever wears anything besides a suit. I imagine that one day he'll be at the beach wearing a suit and leave his shoes on while walking on the sand. There is a rumor, however, that he once wore a t-shirt, but no one took a picture, so that cannot be confirmed. Instead of focusing on our principal's wardrobe, I'll spend the rest of my time focusing on a group of graduates sitting before you. From being snubbed for the Washington, D.C. field trip as 8th graders, to being told we have Ebola as freshmen, to losing our Dorney Park tickets as seniors, our class has faced its fair share of setbacks. Yet we always overcame these obstacles with fortitude and thrived in the face of adversity. From having great bonfires with amazing views next to a conveniently located porta potty, to beating the class of 2019 in the Spirit Week dance, this 4-year run of ours is finally coming to an end. We've enjoyed all these great experiences here at KHS due to the freedom that we were all given. However, freedom does not come without a price. We sometimes take for granted the many liberties we enjoy in America, but they have all been earned and protected through the ultimate sacrifice paid by so many members of our armed forces. So I'd like to recognize one of our very own who deserves all of our praise. One of our own is putting his own life on the line as a member of the United States Marine Corps so that we may continue enjoying these liberties. Kevin Lukasik, please stand up and everyone give him your biggest round of applause. Thank you, Kevin. You're a true hero in our eyes and will be in all of our prayers. In concluding my speech, I will leave you with an apology. I am sorry that we will no longer be able to brighten your days. I'm sorry that come September, you will no longer see us at home or in the hallways. I'm sorry that we will no longer seem to need your assistance with helping us grow, though we will, and I'm sorry that we have to go. But we would never be where we are today if it wasn't for all of you. We have all grown into kind-hearted, mature, and compassionate young adults. It would not have been possible without the support of an amazing community of parents, family, friends, teachers, and administration. My fellow graduates, go into the world with courage to live out your dreams, but never forget the people who give you the skills to do so. Congratulations, class of 2018. We did it. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2018. We can finally say that we made it. We've concluded the chapter of our youth and are ready to start fresh in different parts of the world with the knowledge and experiences we've gathered in the past 4 years. We've made our impact in this small town of Kinnelon, and now it's time to separate so we may spread our talent and ingenuity in other places that probably have their own zip code. In this new chapter, we begin to look towards what we are seeking from life and the ways in which we obtain those goals. We look deeper within ourselves to consider the importance of each of our objectives. It is our job to prioritize and recognize our limits and talents. We make the decisions now. We no longer need to hold an adult's hand to cross the street. We've all managed to define a path for ourselves, whether we know the end goal or not. Transition isn't always easy. We will have to learn how to adapt to our new environments and survive on our own in this big, bad, scary, real world. And there will be obstacles. There's no doubt about it. We'll have to do many things on our own now, gathering new skills with our newfound independence. Sometimes we will fail. Sometimes we'll have to call mom and ask her what may seem like a dumb question, like, can I bring my laundry over the weekend? Other times, our stubbornness will lead us making a mistake or two, like that time you will decide to make an impromptu trip to Canada and your car breaks down. But life comes with a lot of learning and getting back up when we fall down. Along our path to success, we cannot forget about the important things, such as love, compassion, and understanding. As of lately, it can be said that this world is full of an awful amount of negativity, slander, and violence. We must remind ourselves to love one another as independent thinkers and respect those who are different from us in regards to opinion, race, and sexuality. We may not be able to control all the negativity we may be presented with, but we can be the positive light in the world of the dark. As Paulo Coelho said in The Alchemist, when we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Love is the sort of binding glue that not only keeps an individual from falling apart, but allows us to stick to what may be important in our lives, being our values, beliefs, families, and friends. In order to combat the injustices, we as young citizens must be able to speak our mind and project a voice that can be heard within a crowd of millions. Fight for what you believe in. Take a look at what our peer Emma Gonzalez has done with her voice in response to the recent school shootings. We're not just a bunch of stupid Gen Z kids who spend way too much time on our phones. We're inventive. We're able to communicate. We're able to relate with one another, whether it be through fandoms, memes, or stands on public or political issues. We're able to make a difference, and may I say, we're a force to be reckoned with. It's now that I look around and I see my classmates, my parents, teachers, and friends, and I look back. Have I done everything that I wanted to do? Was my 4 years in high school everything that I had hoped for as a little kid? Hopefully, many of us can say yes to these questions. If not, we can look to the future and make it everything you want out of life so your future is your own. Will we do it on our own? Probably not, but we will have a copious amount of support from our family and friends to help us along the way. We are grateful for all that you have done for us and what you will continue to do for us for the rest of our lives. AKA, please help me pay off my student loans. Kidding, but not really. Do not think of graduation as a goodbye. Think of it as a see you later. You will see each other's names and faces in newspapers, on billboards, in magazines, and on TV. We're all connected to this community as it makes up our past. No matter how far we go, our memories at KHS will remain in our hearts forever. Keep them close. I want to leave you with a message you have heard before, but now for the very last time, class of 2018. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Now, I'd like to say, make it a great future or not, the choice is yours. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Hayden Burt, and I feel so honored to have this opportunity to address you all. However, to be completely honest, when I was first told that I was supposed to give a speech, I was incredibly nervous. I had no idea where I could possibly start or what I could say to all of you. This intelligent, athletic, artistic, filmmaking, music playing, computer savvy, funny, and truly kind class of bright students who, for some reason, have been willing to put up with me for all these years. I would like to begin by saying that I am so proud of you. This diploma is one of the most valuable pieces of paper that you will ever receive, and it took a great deal of time and energy to earn it. As much work as we all put in, it is also important to recognize that we couldn't have made it this far on our own. We've received so much help from our teachers, our coaches, our administration, and most importantly, our parents. On behalf of myself and the soon-to-be grads here with me, thank you for everything you've done and all the support you've provided. Although pretty much all of these people are better qualified to give advice than I am, I believe it's customary to give a little bit of my own advice in this sort of thing. A daunting task. After all, there are many different measures of success, and each of you has your own path to follow, your own accomplishments to be earned. Given your wonderfully varied lives, the absolute best advice I can give is to wear sunscreen, work hard, and be kind. The first of these, to wear sunscreen, is pretty much common sense, but comes with my hopes for you of sunny summer days, beach trips, hikes with friends, the wind in your hair, warm rays on your face, and all sorts of adventures to soak in. The latter two, although a bit cheesier, are much more important. All of us are going to meet countless people who are smarter than us, funnier than us, better looking than us, more athletic than us, better connected than us. There are lots and lots of talented people in the world, giving better speeches than this one, walking out of their high schools for the last time with greater acclaim and more accolades than any one of us. But talented people, though impressive, are a dime a dozen. Truly hard workers, on the other hand, are rare. Truly hard workers who have a little grit, who can put their head down and get the job done, they are special. Finally, the very best thing I can tell you, and if you take away anything at all from this speech, hopefully it's this: be kind. Just be kind. It's so much easier to be happy when the other people around you are smiling, when you are making them smile. Cliche as it is, a little bit of kindness goes a long way and will be remembered. As you become engineers and teachers, electricians and parents, artists and doctors, remember that though these titles may be your profession, your job is to be a kind person. As Conan O'Brien said in his final episode of The Tonight Show, if you work really hard and you're kind, amazing things will happen. I'm telling you, amazing things will happen. So today, on my final chance to address all of you, before you set off to begin exploring the rest of the world, I would like to share some wishes for you. I wish for you delicious food and someone fun to enjoy it with. I wish for you really good stories and the experiences required to tell them. I wish for you to remember our time spent here in our little green bubble with its trees and lakes, with its strong schools, and with all of you. As you embark on this next big adventure, I hope you carry a little bit of Kinnelon with you. To the class of 2018, to my dear friends, congratulations.
Okay, Matt, are you gonna have her? I can't see it anymore.
Where you want me to move? Lower that. Lower that.
Oh, yeah.
Why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through. 'Cause I've seen the dark side too.
When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do. Nothing you confess will make me love you less.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. So, if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hide? I get angry too. Well, I'm a lot like you. When you're standing at the crossroads and don't know which path to choose, let me come along. 'Cause even if you're wrong, I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you.
And when the night falls on
You're feeling all alone. You won't be on your own. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you.
I never heard that song in my life.
Ooh, okay. That's good. Okay. Good evening. My name is Paige Varoka, and as class vice president, I am pleased to present Mr. Suda and Kinnelon High School with furniture for a future mobile classroom for all students, faculty, and community members.
Thank you, Paige, and the class of 2018. Good evening. My name is Gary Suda, and I am the proud principal of Kinnelon High School. I would like to welcome and thank Ms. DiGiuseppe, members of the Board of Education, Mayor Collins, and the Kinnelon Town Council, who unfortunately have to depart before the conclusion of the ceremony. Welcome also, and thanks to our fellow faculty and staff in attendance, and of course, our proud parents and loved ones. Tonight, we honor an exceptional group of 171 students who have the distinction of the Kinnelon High School class of 2018. Tonight is a celebration of your journey and success at Kinnelon High School. Over the course of 4 years, your educational path has been guided by a nurturing and demanding team of teachers, counselors, coaches, directors, advisors, administrators, superintendent, and Board of Education. Additionally, the parents, friends, and community at large have worked endlessly to provide you with every resource, support, and opportunity so that you may reach your fullest potential and highest achievement in every facet of your life. Graduates, you completed your part in this equation by fulfilling your educational requirements to the best of your ability. And it's quite apparent you had a lot of fun along the way. Your academic, athletic, and artistic accomplishments as a group are exceptional. Academically, you successfully completed every assignment and assessment we placed in front of you. Midterms, finals, PARCC, PSAT, SAT, ACT, and AP exams. Your academic preparation and skills combined with our focus on best practice, rigor, and a growth mindset helped designate Kinnelon High School as number 3 in the state of New Jersey and ranked as one of the top schools in the nation according to U.S. News and World Report. Among you are 3 National Merit Commended Scholars and 2 Merit Finalists, 41 Presidential Academic Award recipients, 11 Advanced Placement Scholars, 4 Scholars with Honor, 4 Scholars with Distinction. 8 of you achieved a perfect score of 800 on either the SAT 1 or the SAT 2 in 6 different content areas. And 1 of you achieved a perfect score of 36 on the ACT and on 4 ACT subject area tests. Does anyone know where Hayden is? Wow. And 54 members of this class have been inducted into the National Honor Society. Athletically, perhaps you pursued one of our many exceptional teams: lacrosse, football, ice hockey, swim, track, tennis, golf, softball, cheer, fencing, and wrestling, to name several. You would have competed with your friends at a championship level, scored goals, runs, points, touchdowns, and displayed exceptional sportsmanship and athletic ability. Athletes among the class of 2018 shattered school records, won 19 conference championships, 5 state sectional championships, and 2 overall state championships. Artistically, if you made the decision to join our band, choir, fall drama, or spring musical, you would have had the opportunity to perform in 16 concerts and numerous theatrical productions, including Peter and the Starcatcher, The Sound of Music, and The Addams Family. Amazingly, Kinnelon was named one of the best communities for music education for each of your 4 years in attendance. Across all of these artistic platforms, you sang, performed, acted, built sets, coordinated sound and lighting, and made beautiful music together. And many of you found your unique artistic niche. It should come as no surprise to those of us here that members of this class have gained acceptance into some of the finest and most prestigious institutions of higher learning and service in our great nation and abroad, including American University, Boston University, Bucknell, Colgate, the College of New Jersey, William and Mary, Cornell, Emerson, George Mason, Johns Hopkins, NYU, Northeastern, The Ohio State, Princeton, Seton Hall, Alabama, the University of California, Colorado, Miami, Michigan, University of Warsaw, Villanova, and the United States of America Marine Corps. Yet, one of your most impressive achievements under your leadership is the fact that 46 Kinnelon High School seniors participated in senior service, volunteering your time to give back to the community. Thank you. The class of 2018 also took part in 2 amazing intergenerational senior citizen proms, spending an evening giving back to a generation that has provided lifelong support. Thank you for your kindness, your empathy, and your unselfish service. For 4 years, you have actively taken part in countless educational lessons, both inside and outside the classroom. You completed numerous do-nows, assignments, problems, and activities, and were constantly challenged by school and state assessments. So now, at this pivotal watershed moment, you must venture outside the safe harbor of Kinnelon. Sometimes the ocean or lake will be calm, other times it may be turbulent. What you will discover rather quickly is that life will present you with even more lessons, quizzes, and assessments than experience at KHS. In real life, objectives for your daily lessons will not be previewed or visible on the board. Most real-life tests will be unannounced, last longer than 57 minutes, and are not governed by a bell. Certain life tests will span hours, days, weeks, or even years. You will be quizzed on your integrity, ethics, values, and empathy towards others. Your character will constantly be assessed. You may be tested in several experiences: in your dorm room, within a lecture hall, at work, in a discussion within a relationship or marriage. In most cases, you will have the ability to develop your own rubric to measure yourself. And just when you think you've earned a favorable grade, your decisions or answers may be altered by variables outside of your control, and a new test or experience will be set before you. As Oscar Wilde famously said, experience is the hardest kind of teacher. It gives you the test first and the lesson afterward. When you are confronted with some of life's most challenging test questions and experiences, please remember that you can seek advice from individuals you trust, respect, and love. Many individuals close to you may have already taken a similar test in life and would eagerly share their notes or personal study guide with you. I ask that as you navigate endless lessons and tests, you appreciate life no matter where your journey takes you. Use your moral compass. Be kind and positive. Consider the wisdom in the Japanese proverb, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. Be reflective and optimistic. You will find that life is delicate, and oftentimes the most meaningful moments are embedded in a brief, nondescript, simple act that may not be recognized or comprehended at the time they are occurring. A parent's subtle, proud smile on the day of graduation. A simple embrace of a hand by a loved one in a time of need. Or extending a gesture of empathy or gratitude to a friend or acquaintance. Savor the moments and the people who deeply touch your life. Serve them, honor them, cherish them. Graduates, I am so very proud of you. It is a humble honor to be your principal, and I thank you for allowing me to serve you for the past 3 years. In closing, please remember, Kinnelon will always be your home, and you are always welcome on our beautiful 30 acres. I will miss you. Kinnelon will miss you. I wish you and every one of you all the happiness, good health, and fortune life has to offer. Congratulations, class of 2018. And now, will the class of 2018 please stand? Today, Thursday, June 21st, 2018, as principal of Kinnelon High School, I am certifying that the students of the class of 2018 have met all requirements of the state of New Jersey for graduation. Ms. Diane DiGiuseppe, Superintendent of the Kinnelon School District, I am proud to present to you the graduating class of 2018. You may please be seated.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm really excited to accept Mr. Suda's certification of this class. Everyone has said so far, and it is a very special class. Good evening. Each year, I prepare to make comments at both the PRM and the Kinnelon High School commencement ceremonies. I have them both with me tonight. At least one I prepared for this ceremony and a tweaked version of the PRM comments. The one I originally prepared for tonight was about the dangers of social media in derailing students and their studies, from their studies. It was based on really interesting research, but I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd bring both and make my decision here, and Anna's comment about social media helped me. So, last week I was unable to attend the senior awards ceremony because I was at a conference. This conference was inspirational for me for many reasons, but mainly because it was focused on the power of the individual educator in changing instructional practices to serve today's learners. It was called Building Expertise, the Power of You. So thinking about the power of an individual to shape change, I want to focus on your power. To really focus on the power that you have to take control over your own destiny, you must be fearless. So the focus I'd like to have today is on empowering your fearlessness. Fearlessness means taking the first step, even if you don't know where it will take you. It means being driven by a higher purpose rather than by applause. It means knowing that you reveal your character when you stand apart more than when you stand with the crowd. If you step up without fear of failure, if you talk and listen to each other without fear of rejection, if you act with decency and kindness, even when no one is looking, even if it seems so small or inconsequential, the rest will fall into place. And most importantly, you will be better prepared to tackle the big things when they come your way. Mr. Suda spoke about many of the accomplishments of this class, and they are numerous and just tremendous. Think about a time when you first picked up a musical instrument, stood on a stage, started to dance, or played a sport. How many mistakes led you down that path to playing a really difficult measure really well? How many times did you practice throwing a basketball from the foul line before the ball started to regularly go in? I played softball and lived on the mound, throwing so many pitches to try to master that fastball, curveball, and changeup. I must have thrown thousands of bad pitches before learning how to throw the good ones. Learning content in college and high school, you know how to do that, is no different. There's a lot of pressure on us in today's world to be perfect. Many expect that of you. You may even expect that of yourself. The best way to break free of that artificial requisite perfectionism and put yourself on the fast track to fearlessness at the same time is to give up the idea of doing it perfectly. To embrace uncertainty and imperfection. In your learning, take those chances, make those mistakes that result in your own innovations. Put your chins above the intellectual bar and lift as high as you can. You will achieve more if you are absolutely fearless in the pursuit of your knowledge. I have great confidence in the teachers here in Kinnelon. I believe they prepared you well for college and life, and I know we all want you to be extremely successful in whatever you do. I'm sure you and your families agree with that. So as you move forward with your education, whether it's at a university or somewhere else, we all need you to become fearlessly powerful because you are the next generation of problem solvers and innovators. We are entrusting the world to you. Soon, it will be time for you to lead. Be prepared to take on that challenge. To end, I'd like to share 2 quotes, one from Mother Teresa and one from one of my favorite authors, Robert Fulghum, he of the Everything I Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten fame. I think you can determine which is which. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. The world does not need tourists who ride by in a bus clucking their tongues. The world, as it is, needs those who will love it enough to change it with what they have, where they are. Best of luck to you, and congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Daugherty, incoming president of the National Honor Society, and it is my pleasure to introduce the following. Valedictorian and senior class president Hayden Burt. Salutatorian and senior class secretary Anna Zhevorowska. The 2018 senior class officers, Vice President Paige Varoka. Treasurer Lauren Abderhalden. Historian Medea Hussein. The Student Council Executive Board officers, Executive Board President Eric J. Moody. Executive Board Vice President Lara Ulrich. Executive Board Recording Secretary Olivia Hurtado. Executive Board Co-Corresponding Secretary Daniela Gadaletta. Executive Board Co-Treasurer Colin Graham. Executive Board Co-Historian Madeline Florio. Executive Board Co-Historian Lindsay Noggle.
Rachel Rotolo.
Jesse Barron.
Kathleen Morisrow.
Vincent Kappa.
Gina Loria.
Cole Capello.
Suin Hong.
Michael Carbone.
Carly Giacoyo.
Julian Cardone.
Victoria Civil.
Miles Contreras.
Ariana Cassiopo.
Timothy Elefante.
Haley Angelica.
Ryan Haupt.
Celine Boyette.
Kevin Herr.
Daniela Burnett.
Andrew Joskowitz.
Deanna Finelli.
John Kay.
Olivia Luisi.
Aiden Lane.
Catherine Malone.
Patrick Mucha.
Laura Merkel.
Taylor New.
Karine Pagulayan.
Brian Prescott.
Therese Pagulayan.
Nicholas Rotunda.
Cleo Palace.
Jack Vargas Herrera.
Sarah Shatanis.
Neil Veroka.
Emily Thompson.
Martin Arguello.
Katie Slade.
Joseph Balai.
Abigail Belishek.
David Cohn.
Natalie Vorman.
Brian Flood.
Caitlin Warnick.
Matthew Henyon.
Chantal Guardado.
Patrick Scheel.
Lauren Delandro.
Mark Shergalis.
Madison Browning.
Christopher Carvalho. Gannon Chuchelo.
Calvin Krippner.
Anthony DeBruno.
Michelle Solarchek.
Griffin Hall.
Hannah Rolovsky.
Jack Hamilton.
Katia Minervini.
Henry Hasselman.
Jessica Lizowski.
Matthew Harrington.
Samantha Koffler.
Stephen Kleczkowski.
Shannon Kavanaugh.
Richard Costco.
Elaine Lewis.
Matthew Lafregola.
Sierra Jacko.
James Lee.
Erica Hegarty.
Ryan Lee.
Samantha Aberback.
Giancarlo Loza.
Samantha Schwed.
Kevin Lukazik.
Alexa Sacamano.
Leonard Monero.
Madison Roberts.
Dante Messionis.
Alexandra Potter.
Marco Piasavoli.
Alexa Monroe.
Vrothan Reddy.
Elisa Leone.
Travis Ridings.
Christy Lau.
Troy Ridings.
Singhar Khan.
Alexander Sarzosa.
Emma Jones.
Connor Searfoss.
Sydney Johnson.
Christopher O'Keefe.
Rihanna Jennings.
Andrew Slyfield.
Claire Heckler.
Ryan Smith.
Catherine Goralski.
Sean Spreen.
Rachel Gianetti.
Daniel Aiken.
Jorge Torres. Nicholas.
Vincent DiNicola.
Nicholas Damiano.
Dominic Trapanese.
Ryan Westbrook. Ty Johnson. Christopher Sabliski. Victoria Poposky. Devin Ariza. Aubrey Mullaney. Daniel Willenis. Elena Minardi. Mario Zuleta. Christina Franco. Dylan Cathcart. Gianna Tilton. Kyle Diaz. Jessica Rates. Jameson Dugan.
Sorry about that.
Samantha Ramsden. James Frawley. Victoria Propopoulos. Robert Giantonio. Mackenzie Martin. Alexander Hohorst. Agatha Malinowski. Spencer Hrico. Caroline Eve LaValle. Stephen Jacobus.
Lauren Krauskopf.
Sean McGee.
Christina Kolafsky.
Antonio Manona.
Catherine Hausler.
John Miskowitz.
Sarah Gomez.
Justin Pita.
Heather Ginsberg.
Patrick Slater.
Maya Erdenberger.
Jack Tracy.
Kristen Dunn.
David Vornbrock.
Olivia Bria.
Lucas Vosatka.
Elena Yildiz.
Kyle Whitehead.
Brianna Wittig.
Nicholas Wersing.
Anaja White.
Wesley Sullivan.
Natalie Talamo.
John Locke.
Cameron Sharkey.
Paul Dolan.
stubs.
All are requested to please stand and sing our alma mater. Words are on the back of your program and inside diploma covers. As dictated by tradition, I ask the class of 2018 to move your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the Kinnelon High School class of 2018.